Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the New York Mets. First pitch coming your way next. About to get started here. And on the mound now, David Peterson, having a pretty ridiculous season so far, Singy.
Yeah, you see there with the sub-2 ERA, very dependable guy, and he's been pretty much lights out so far this season. So, when a guy like this takes the mound, Boog, I'm expecting to watch him get into a rhythm quickly and just move through a ball game. Sometimes you can see some big strikeouts, other times.
And that gets down into the gap. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
He was all over that one. As soon as that one shot off his barrel, he was thinking extra bases. Really nice job of getting the bat out front, but not hooking around it or rolling over it. Just kept the swing on plane and smoked that thing into the gap.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a pop-up. Alonso. And out number 1 on the grab. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki. And there's a ball.
Hitter's got some good opposite field.
Runner breaks for third. Cut on and lifted in the air. Soto. Hauls it in for the out. 2 away down. Ian Happ up to hit.
That's the ball.
Squirts away a little bit. That's in there. Now 3-2.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So they work around the leadoff double. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Back here with my pal Singy, and our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon.
Leading up.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. His 12th of the season, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park.
Now it's Juan Soto. That one out to right. Suzuki has a beat on it. And there's one away. Here's a Mets lineup now. This is a ball club that can really slug. Lots of homers, lots of extra base hits. And Chris, that of course a huge part of success in the standings for this group.
Well, if you're going to be successful in today's game, you've got to be able to hit the ball over the fence. Just defensively, very hard to find the holes. And when you're talking about pitchers, coming out of the bullpen, throwing 95 and above, very difficult. It's hard to string together 2, 3, 4 hits to score those runs. So definitely critical to hit those homers, get the extra base knocks, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
And he deals. On the ground. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe. Power is such a big part of the success that we see with the good teams in the league right now, and even in the postseason. Ball and a strike. The pitch comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1-2.
That one ripped. That's back there. And it is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. It's 3-0.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
One out, base is empty. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Crow Armstrong makes the catch. And there's two down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. To first, and he scrambles back safely. Took a big turn there. Luis Angel Acuna getting ready to hit. That one the other way. Toss to Turner, and that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All set for the start of the inning. And here is Dansby Swanson.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
There's a swing and a drive. Nimmo going back on this one. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Typically not easy to go deep to center field, but he almost did right there, and got a little help from the wind, just not enough.
And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Turner's an interesting guy to talk hitting with. He's someone that kind of espouses the modern hitting philosophy. The whole let the ball travel, let the ball get deep. For Justin Turner, that is beat it with that. I want to hit the ball out front. I want to hit the ball out in front of the plate. That's what he is trying to do. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2-2.
And down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. And the Cubs are down in order. They trail it here 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. There's Brandon Nimmo. Swing and a pop-up. Swanson hauls it in, and there's 1 away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Luis Torrens. Swing and a ball driven out to center. Crow Armstrong ranges back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Well, I didn't think he got it off the bat, but the wind made it a lot more interesting than expected. Nice job of the center fielder. Puts it all the way back to the warning track. Man.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. Throws to first in time. Lindor retire. That's the inning. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Ground ball right side and a foul ball. That one missed.
Count is full.
This one in the air. And there's one down. Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms in the sport. One out, base is empty. Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Here's Nico Horner. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 and 2 is the count.
Swing and a ground ball. Acuna. The throw to first, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. Cubs back here at Citi Field, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Juan Soto. Line drive, hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. He flexes his power with that swing. Home run number 20 on the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 4-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Brett Bryant up now for the Mets. In the air, out towards right center. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. The 1-1 is fouled off. But Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Oh, great stop to first, and very nicely done for the out. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0. Back here in Queens, out of the fourth, John Birdie at the plate.
John Birdie.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Makes the grab on the run. And there's 1 down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
1 down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
1-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
2 down, nobody on. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Starling Marte.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that ball is out of here. He'll circle the bases. His first homer of the year, and they boost their lead. It's 5-zip. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs dugout, and he will make a move to the pen. That's all for Jameson Taillon, and this is one he'd like to forget. They hand the ball over to a new arm, Colin Ray.
53.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Stepping in, Luis Angel Acuna. Got him swinging.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
1-2.
1 out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man at first. Luis Torrens up now for the Mets. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. There's one, and it's a double play to end the inning. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot, and the lead is now 5-0. You're dialed into the show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Cubs, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Strike 2.
1-2 is the count.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire. And out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Nimmo has it sized up. Puts it away for the out. Now it's Justin Turner. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
Love it here at Citi Field. You know, it replaced Old Shea Stadium back in 2009. And Chipper Jones was really sad to see it go. It's actually the 3rd home of the Mets since they started out at the Polo Grounds for 2 seasons before Shea was finished.
Got him looking. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. Back to the mound. He's got it. Slings to first, and that is the inning. Still nothing. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. And that one is lifted in the air. Half on his horse. Makes the grab. Nice play after the long run. 1 up, 1 down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. He circles the bases, Homer number 25 on the year, and they add a run. It's 6-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here.
Here's Pete Alonso. That one pushed foul. Out to short, Swanson. Throws to first, and that takes care of Alonso.
The left fielder, number 4, Brett Bryant.
So up next for New York, Brett Bryant. On the ground, right side to first, and that is the 3rd out of the inning. Solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 6-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Swing and a miss as he was late.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Swings and misses. And it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Yeah, that's a tough pitch to stay on. You don't want to get beat inside, and as you see that pitch continue to run away from you, by the time it's in the catcher's mitt, you think it's a ball off the plate away.
1-2's the count.
Now, this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
2 outs. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he strikes out the side for the 2nd time today.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's the 3rd baseman, Mark Vientos. Scorched to center. No doubt about it. That is long gone. He made him pay for that one. Home run number 15 on the year. It's 7-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boone. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Starling Marte up to him. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still able to fire over. Too late, and the runner is safe, and the misplay costs him.
Well, you have to take care of the baseball, and that's just not something they've been able to do in this one. That's their 3rd error, and part of the reason they're losing right now.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. And it's caught for the out. Here's the center fielder, Brandon Nimmo. They fired in quickly, so it's 1st and 2nd with only 1 away. Now here is Luis Torrens. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Quickly to second for 1. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. It's now 7-0. Back after this. It's a bit of a blowout now, which gives us a bit more freedom here in the booth. And here comes the Mets manager to the mound. Pitching change coming.
Pitching for the Mets,
Blackburn ready to fire now. In the air left field.
Blackburn.
Bryant settles under this one. He's got it. One away. Digging in, Seiya Suzuki. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. That's not coming back. He sends it out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 7-1.
That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
Ian Happ will hit next. The 1-1 is fouled off. Now a pop-up on the infield. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Swanson digs in. Line drive, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Cubs get one on the solo shot, and the lead is stretched to 7-1. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusive.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Tyson
49.
Miller.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other
Miller.
relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
Swanson makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Here's Juan Soto. That's a hit. So, Singy, let's dive into the numbers, courtesy of StatCast. Do you even feel contact being made when you hit a ball that hard?
No, I don't think so, Boog. I mean, that's just the best feeling in the world as a hitter. You square.
Out number 3. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Cubs 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Justin Turner.
Up the middle. Sends it to first. Turner is out. And the batter now, Carson Kelly. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away. 2 down, base is empty. Kevin Alcantara now at the plate. That one missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Now the tag at second, and he's out. Trying for 2. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now the left fielder, Brett Bryant. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That one back there. Gone! Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 8-1.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those 2 things feed off one another. Get as many high fives as possible, man. This guy's a ball of energy right now and having the game of his life.
Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Ground ball up the middle. Oh, look at the stop. The throw, it's there, and that's a great play.
Well, that ball off the bat ticketed for the outfield
Now
and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
Marte.
Hit weakly on the ground. Horner. Marte retired.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very
Now
difficult to put that ball in the air or get
Luis
through it. Just
Angel.
bores in on the hands.
Acuna.
Luis Angel Acuna digs in now. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's got a chance. Pulls it in on the warning track. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up for the Cubbies. Back here in Queens, all set to start the ninth in this one. At the plate, Pete Crow Armstrong. There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move.
Pitching for the Mets,
Daniel Nunez on
number
a pitch here.
72.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Inside, just missed. Close, but called the ball. Now 3-1. And strike two.
Full count.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Hit in the air, left field. Bryant makes the grab, and there's one down.
Outstanding catch right there, and I love the commitment that he showed. He knew that the wall was close, but was determined to make that catch, and a nice calculation of just how much room he had to try to minimize that contact.
The Mets up big in this one here at the top of the ninth.
1-2.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one hit to first. And he takes it himself for the out. So they're down to their final out. John Birdie, the next Cub to hit. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. One strike away. Stays alive. That misses, and it's 2-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Got it, and that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
And this one finishes with a final of 8-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.